power of positive thinking. A story of a boy, an old man, and a mind that refused to quit. Ethan was 17 years old, but he felt way older than that. Not old like wisdom old. Old like life done smacked him around old. Every morning felt like a damn replay. Alarm ringing, same dusty room, same cracked phone screen. Same thoughts hitting him before his feet even touched the floor. Man, this life ain't it. He'd lay there staring at the ceiling, watching a crack shaped like a lightning bolt, thinking how people on Instagram looked like they was winning at life while he was stuck on pause. School trash, grades, mid-motivation, non-existent. Teachers kept saying, "Ethan, you've got potential." He hated that word. Potential sounded like, "You ain't done nothing yet." His friends talked big dreams, cars, money, YouTube fame, getting out the hood. Ethan just nodded, pretending he believed any of that was possible for him. Deep down, he felt like life had already picked its favorites, and he wasn't one of them. See, the real problem wasn't school. It wasn't money. It wasn't even his situation. It was the voice in his head. That voice stayed talking crazy. "You ain't smart enough. You already behind. People like you don't make it. Why even try?" That voice woke up with him, went to school with him, laid in bed with him at night. And the worst part, he believed it. One evening, after another long day of feeling invisible, Ethan just started walking. No destination, just needed air. He ended up at this old park on the edge of town. The kind of park nobody cared about anymore. Cracked pavement, rusty swings squeaking like they tired of life too. Streetlights flickering like they barely hanging on. Ethan dropped onto a bench and let out a heavy sigh. That's when he heard a voice. "Damn kid, you sighed like life owed you money." Ethan looked over. Old man, gray beard, wrinkled hands, eyes sharp as hell. The old man smirked. "Either you heartbroken or life whooping your ass." Ethan snorted. "Both." The old man laughed. "That's real." The old man stuck his hand out. "Name S. Walter Walker. Folks call me Mr. Walker." "Ethan." They shook hands. Mr. Walker leaned back like he owned the bench. "So what's got you looking like the world just evicted you?" Ethan hesitated. Then it all spilled out. School stress, feeling stuck, feeling broke, feeling like no matter what he did, life wasn't gonna change. Mr. Walker listened. Didn't interrupt, didn't judge. Then he said something that hit Ethan right in the chest. "Boy, your mind been beating you up worse than life ever could." Ethan frowned. "What you mean?" Mr. Walker tapped his temple. "This thing right here, it's either your biggest weapon or your worst enemy." Ethan crossed his arms. "So you saying it's all in my head?" "No," Mr. Walker said calmly. "I'm saying your head decides how hard life hits you." Then he leaned closer. "Two people can go through the same struggle. One comes out strong, the other comes out broken. Difference ain't luck, it's mindset." That word again, mindset. Mr. Walker stared off into the distance. "I grew up dirt poor, like real poor. Mom working doubles, dad gone. I used to think success was only for other people." Ethan listened closely. "I failed more times than I can count. Lost money, lost friends, lost confidence." He laughed quietly. "Shoot, there were nights I slept in my car thinking my life was over." Ethan's eyes widened. "So what changed?" Mr. Walker looked at him dead serious. "I stopped letting negative thoughts rent space in my head." Mr. Walker stood up, pacing slowly. "Positive thinking ain't about being fake happy. It's about refusing to let your mind turn against you." He pointed at Ethan. "You wake up already defeated before the day even starts." Ethan swallowed. That voice telling you can't. That voice lying to you. "So what? I just think positive and life gets better." Mr. Walker smiled. "Nah, you think positive so you act different. You act different so your results change." Mr. Walker gave him a challenge. "Next 30 days, every time your mind talk negative, you check it." "How?" "Like this." He raised his finger. "When your mind says, 'I'm dumb,' you say, 'Now I'm learning.' When it says, 'I'm behind,' you say, 'I'm building.' When it says, 'I can't,' you say, 'Watch me.'" Ethan laughed. That sounds crazy, Mr. Walker grinned. So does winning till you do it. The next morning, Ethan failed a quiz. Old Ethan would have shut down. New Ethan paused. I ain't stupid. I just ain't prepared. So instead of giving up, he stayed after school and asked for help. That was new. That felt powerful. When you change, people notice. Friends clowned him. Why you trying so hard now? Teachers noticed. You're improving. Some folks supported him. Others hated. Mr. Walker warned him. When you level up mentally, don't expect everybody to cheer. Some people comfortable where they at. Ethan kept going. He tried out for a leadership program, didn't make it. It hurt like hell. But instead of quitting, he asked, what can I do better? That question changed his life. Weeks passed. Ethan walked different, spoke different, thought different, not arrogant, focused. He stopped talking down on himself, and slowly life responded. One day, Ethan went back to the park. Bench empty, no Mr. Walker. Days passed, then weeks. Finally, a park worker told him, that old guy passed away. Ethan's chest tightened. Under the bench, taped tight, was a folded note. It read, Ethan, if you're reading this, you didn't quit. Remember, your thoughts shape your future. Guard them like your life depends on it, because it does. Mr. Walker, tears dropped. Years later, Ethan stood on a stage. Speaking to kids just like he once was, he said, I didn't change my life overnight. I changed my thinking and everything followed. Positive thinking ain't soft, it ain't fake, it ain't weak. It's warfare, because the hardest battle you'll ever fight is the one inside your own head. And once you win that, life don't stand a chance. After Mr. Walker died, the park didn't feel the same. Same cracked bench, same busted streetlight, but no voice cutting through Ethan's thoughts. For the first time, Ethan realized something scary. The old man was gone, which meant Ethan had to become his own voice now. No more guidance, no more reminders, just him and his mind. And life don't wait when you're figuring yourself out. A few weeks later, reality hit hard. Ethan's mom lost hours at work. Bills stacked up fast. Electric company calling like they on payroll. Old Ethan would have folded. Old Ethan would have said, see. This always happens. But something was different now. He still felt the stress, but he didn't feel helpless. Instead of panicking, he thought, all right, this is tough. But I ain't powerless. That thought alone changed how he moved. Ethan picked up a part-time job after school. It wasn't glamorous. Greasy floors, rude customers. Managers yelling like they owned your soul. Some nights, his feet hurt so bad he wanted to quit. That negative voice tried to creep back in. You doing all this for nothing. You still broke. You still stuck. Ethan caught it. Nah, I'm not stuck. I'm stacking discipline. That's when he realized something deep. Positive thinking don't remove pain, it gives pain a purpose. People noticed Ethan changing, but not everybody was happy about it. Some friends stopped calling. Some said he was acting different. Others said, you think you better now. Ethan remembered Mr. Walker's words, when you change, you remind people of what they ain't doing. That hit hard. He learned fast growth can feel lonely, but loneliness was better than staying small. Confidence ain't loud. It don't need approval. It don't beg for validation. Ethan stopped explaining himself. He didn't argue with doubters, didn't flex, didn't brag, he just kept working. And that kind of confidence, that scares people. Just when things felt stable, life swung again. Ethan applied for a scholarship. He wanted out, wanted college, wanted more. Weeks later, the email came. Denied. That one hurt deep. He sat on his bed, staring at the screen, feeling that old weight creeping back. For a moment, he let it. Then he stood up. Walked to the mirror, looked himself dead in the eyes and said, failure don't define me, my response does. That wasn't motivation. That was mental armor. Ethan started paying attention to how he talked to himself. He realized something wild. He would never talk to another human the way he used to talk to himself. So he changed the rules. If a thought didn't build him, it didn't stay. That alone leveled him up faster than any book. One night at work, a customer overheard Ethan talking to a coworker about goals. The guy waited till closing. "You serious about your future?" he asked. "Always." Turned out the guy ran a small business. He offered Ethan mentorship, not money, knowledge. That moment taught Ethan another lesson. Your mindset attracts rooms your past never had access to. Balancing work, school, and learning was brutal. Sleep was short. Stress was heavy. Some nights Ethan thought, "Why am I doing all this?" Then he remembered, comfort never built anything worth having. Younger kids at school started noticing him, asking questions. "How you stay focused? How you don't give up?" Ethan smiled. Because once upon a time that was him asking. Now he was answering. One night, exhausted, broke, overwhelmed, Ethan almost snapped. He sat in his car, hands shaking, thought about quitting everything. Then he remembered that bench, that note, Mr. Walker's words, and he realized something powerful. Quitting wasn't pain relief. It was pain delayed, so he breathed and kept going. Months passed. Results started stacking. Better grades, respect at work, clear direction, not overnight, but consistently. And consistency beats motivation every time. One evening, Ethan walked back to the park. Same bench. He sat down. This time, a kid was already there, head down, energy heavy. Ethan smiled. "Rough day," the kid nodded. And just like that, the lesson continued. The kid sitting on the bench couldn't have been more than 15, hood up, eyes heavy. That look Ethan knew too well, like life already tired of him. Ethan sat down slow, didn't rush it. Some conversations ain't meant to be forced. After a minute, Ethan said, "World feel like it's pressing you too." The kid let out a breath. "Feels like it already won." That hit. Ethan smiled gently. "Yeah, I used to think that too." The kid looked up. "You, for real?" Ethan nodded. "Yeah, same bench, same feeling, different time." They talked about school, about feeling behind, about believing success was for other people. Ethan didn't preach, he related. Then he said something simple, "Your mind either builds you or buries you." The kid stared at the ground. Nobody ever talked to him like that. Walking home, Ethan realized something wild. He wasn't just surviving anymore. He was leading, not on purpose, but because growth naturally puts you in front. Mr. Walker didn't just teach him positive thinking, he taught him responsibility. Years passed. Ethan didn't become famous, didn't go viral, didn't flex on social media, but he built something better. Stability, confidence, peace. He ran a small business, mentored kids, spoke at schools, and most importantly, he woke up believing in himself. That alone made him rich. Even now, negative thoughts still showed up. They always do. But now Ethan knew the difference. Thoughts aren't commands, they're suggestions, and he didn't accept weak ones anymore. One night, Ethan sat alone, thinking about Mr. Walker, how one conversation changed everything. How many lives change, not from speeches, but from presence. He whispered, "Thank you. Power ain't money, power ain't status. Power is waking up and not being at war with your own mind. That's freedom." Ethan started ending every talk with the same line, "Life ain't easy, but your mindset decides how heavy it feels." Kids listened, because it was real. Positive thinking isn't pretending life's perfect. It's choosing belief over bitterness. It's fighting thoughts that try to break you. It's understanding this truth. You don't rise to the level of your dreams. You fall to the level of your thinking. Change your thinking and life has no choice but to follow.